Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside of yourself. Do not hold on to possessions you no longer need. Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. Never let yourself be saddened by a separation. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. The ultimate aim of martial arts is not having to use them. If you wish to control others, you must first control yourself. From one thing, know 10,000 things. Do not fear death. Get beyond love and grief. Exist for the good of man. In battle, if you make your opponent flinch, you have already won. All men are the same, except for their belief in their own selves, regardless of what others may think of them. If you do not control the enemy will control you. If you know the way broadly, you will see it in everything. The only reason a warrior is alive is to fight, and the only reason a warrior fights is to win. The important thing in strategy is to suppress the enemy's useful actions, but allow his useless actions. To become the enemy, see yourself as the enemy of the enemy. When you decide to attack, keep calm and dash in quickly, forestalling the enemy attack with a feeling of constantly crushing the enemy from first to last. No man is invincible, and therefore no man can fully understand that, which would make him invincible. Polish your wisdom, learn public justice, distinguish between good and evil, and study the ways of different arts one by one. Step by step walks the 1,000-mile road. It is said the warrior is the twofold way of pen and sword, and he should have a taste for both ways. Even if a man has no natural ability, he can be a warrior by sticking assiduously to both divisions of the way. A man cannot understand the art he is studying if he only looks for the end result, without taking the time to delve deeply into the reasoning of the study. Whatever the way, the master of strategy does not appear fast. When your opponent is hurrying recklessly, you must act contrarily and keep calm. You must not be influenced by the opponent. Truth is not what you want it to be, it is what it is, and you must bend to its power, or live a lie. A bullet from a gun does not make a distinction between practice and combat. You are training to be one and the same way in your life. 1,000 days of training to develop, 10,000 days of training to polish. You must examine all this well. Immature strategy is the cause of grief. If you are not progressing along the true way, a slight twist in the mind can become a major twist. This must be pondered well. It may seem difficult at first, but all things are difficult at first. The sword has to be more than a simple weapon. It has to be an answer to life's questions. If you are to practice the way of strategy, nothing must escape your eyes. Reflect well on this. Generally speaking, the way of the warrior is a resolute acceptance of death. The essential is to think that anything you are doing has to become the occasion for slashing. You must examine this well. Both in fighting and in everyday life, you should be determined though calm. It is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Unless you really understand others, you can hardly attain your own self-understanding.